Me not do it good. Maybe we need to fix it this way. Hmm. You look a girl, I take on my thing. So I love me and I share, not me, no. Me and I cannot share something. Must she take it up?
For the first video, I had asked you guys to tag Vibes Cartel. Now I'm asking you guys to tag anybody that you know will be willing and able.
Good night, everyone. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Yes. Welcome again to the channel, Life with Jennifer J.M., and I am your girl, Auntie Jen. Oh, good night. Not even want to answer. Can me just come on the platform, not even 2 minutes good. And you can come on here and chat about someone on a torment, you know. Someone on a devil, you know. You know, no peace and no joy and no happiness. So I feel like someone to walk all over the world and make other people life uncomfortable. Me not even come on this platform 2 minutes good. And you were present at our table, Lord. To come in and type about so what is your business if me do whatever me do? How that concern you? I'm just sicking, trust me. I don't know how my business become yours. I'm coming. I like this, but it's a little bit too sweet. Anybody can tell me what I'm eating? Eat here? What is it me eating? What is it am I eating? Anyway, me see a headline and I want to talk about it tonight. Fitzroy Miller, good night. Alright, me want to see my American friends them on tonight to tell me how the weather is. As you come in, type in where you're from and how is the weather where you are. Good night, Betty Ann. So, vessels leave from Trinidad and Tobago. And that is what I am perplexed about. I don't understand it. To come into Jamaica water to test if oil, to test barrels of oil. I don't understand it. Is it a situation that our government been lying to us? I'm looking for the... Yeah, find it here. Looking for it. A research vessel departed Trinidad last week, bound for Jamaica, to conduct seabed survey starting this week, aimed at confirming whether oil-like substance detected beneath the island water are commercially viable crude. No wonder why the earthquake takes such a aim at us. These people out there drill, mess up the seabed, and lie to the Jamaican people. Now we are seeing that vessels from Trinidad is coming here to test barrels. Listen what it says. Listen what the headline says. A research vessel departed Trinidad last week, bound for Jamaica to conduct seabed survey starting this week, aimed at confirming whether oil-like substance detected beneath the island water are commercially viable crude. This survey represents a milestone in advancing our Jamaican exploration program, said Brian Larkin, CEO of United Oil and Gas, in a release. When it was brought to the attention of the Jamaica people were saying that they were searching for oil, and they came out, Daryl Valls came out and said that was a lie. Daryl Valls came out and said that was a lie. Daryl Valls, come tell we now what is happening. That's why they spend so much money for winning election, you know. Too much would be exposed. You are going to hear that it is oil, because it was said this is all a trick. Then if they find oil in a Jamaica water now, what do you think also happened to Jamaica? For Phoenix, I say your name Phoenix. I never know if I pronounce that the name. Good night. I'm good. Are you all listening? I want everybody to join the conversation. Meaningful conversation. I'm not in for no foolishness with nobody tonight. So nobody can type any foolishness, because I will not answer the question. I will not answer no stupidness tonight. I am not going to answer any stupid question. And because I noticed as I came here tonight, when somebody just come like they set out ready for come type in my comment. Let me tell you something. I tell someone something. Some of you so tormented. Some of you are not really tormented, you know. You know, I have never gone on other people's platform and type in nothing when it makes sense. Now, how you doing, boy? I see some weather coming from up Canada, boy. How you doing? You survive. You see no, I see some crazy know something up Canada. Let me see if I find back one of the image. I see some weather up, man. Some crazy weather. Seems to not get worse in America. Glad you survived. was listening to one clip somebody sent can show me this one. 56 centimeters, you know. So a fridge in the inner, you know. It'll even get worse as the years goes by. Because as I was just saying, Snidey, all of a sudden now we see news that come out that say they send vessel for contest Isle of Jamaica, how much barrel of oil. So they mean well enough. You remember when the thing come out in our day and Daryl Valls come out and said nothing like that. It was a lie. Yes, it's a pay liar than thief around the country. I want one of the labor right there for come for you. Well, I don't know what them I do, but me telling all of America they get some serious weather. O'Neill, good night. Same blessing to you too. Um, cold in Chicago. Oh. I say, on the weather there, boy. I'm not grudging none on the phone, no weather. But I sit down and I look on it because people still have to have brace the weather for going out, go work. And I say, boy, you know, so when a person stretch forth their hand and give you $1, you must really give God thanks because on a really, where you say, Lincoln, Brooklyn is crazy. Wow. Well, I see, man. I see all up in New York, New Jersey, the boy. Some serious weather on have up there. Boy, the hurricane do it bad in the Caribbean, but uno have snowstorm or something, you know. It all well, you know, when it come and it go away quick. But when it lingers, that's where the danger is. Keep on yourself warm. Glad the light not go away, so no have electricity. Or no still have internet. Freezing cold. Wow. I tell you, say even Jamaica feel chilly right now, so just imagine. Even Jamaica feel cold. No. Back to what, Messa, because I need to clear this up now. So Jamaica did really drill out the island, right? That's why we didn't have so much minor earthquake. Last year alone, they recorded that Jamaica have about 400 and odd tremors. And we can see where the hurricane operate. And we're going to have more serious hurricanes. Because when you mess up the ecosystem, it can't be no better. No wonder why the hurricane travel and turn. It depends. Look like the trench where underneath there, it follow it. It is so weird that it comes straight down from the south coast and then good night. Actually reaching the end, it just turned. So now we are seeing. So our government lied to us. And we are calling for Daryl Valls to come. And I matter of fact, whenever one hear not found, because PL Lion never can tell. So PL Lion never tell. It just couldn't hide now. The article is there, me showing us, so I don't think me come here and make up story, you know. Because every time you come out and talk, you hear say, you tell lie. It's the story. You can go and read it. How much you ever hear now say oil is here? And Donald Trump, I gonna say, he might come down and can control the oil too. Well, I'm glad I'll do up there cold, you know. Drink up some tea, man. Make some tea and drink. And keep on yourself warm and cover up under on a blanket. So when this weather pattern are over, type in the comment. When will this snowstorm pass by? We say March it will be good. I was planning to travel there, and I was thinking about March, but somebody was telling me say April better. Oh, no, that's not about the aisle. Oh, today we're gonna get a free day of Trump. I like that one. So now I'm gonna get a free day. I like that. It maybe did it. Him and Elon must say I wonder what kind of weather this guy then can't do nothing to it, you know. And now then for use the robot them go clean the road. I robot them for use go clean up the road. Me tell you something, you see? Anytime you see mankind want to even up themselves and exalt themselves above God, God always makes some things happen to make them recognize themselves. But sometimes mankind still not recognizing. Because they're so mighty and powerful. Stop this enough and fall. If they're mighty and powerful, stop the snow from fall. Anyway, I want to share this with you again. I want to listen to Dwayne Vaz.
The government's response to Hurricane Melissa. We are now 3 months in since the hurricane devastated sections of Jamaica and in particular Westmoreland. But what has the government response been like after 3 months? After 3 months, many people are still not able to get any housing assistance from the government. The only thing provided to MPs so far has been that 10 million program where we were able to assist 100 people. But what has happened to all the other people? The assessment that the government is doing has been taken forever. And why is this? Because the lack of human resources. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, they don't have enough persons on the ground conducting the assessment. And therefore, many communities across Westmoreland have still yet to see these persons come into the communities to assess them. If they're not assessed, they will not be able to get any assistance. And people have been trying to build back with the little resources they have, but they are not getting the support that is really needed for them to get back in a comfortable space. The government has reported billions of dollars that they have received, but yet people are still yet to receive any significant type of assistance. They just announced $160 million to be spent in Westmoreland for electricity regularization, meaning rewiring of houses and minor repairs. But this program has also been basically at a standstill, as we have submitted information for quite a while now, but yet nothing has been done. So everywhere you turn with regards to the response of the government, it has been inadequate. It has been very slow. It actually is going at a snail's pace. And this is not acceptable. People have their lives to live. People want to get back to some form of normalcy in their lives. But the way how the government is operating is like there has not been a crisis. And therefore, we have to call them out. Whatever you're doing must be fast-tracked right now. People need the assistance. So give them the assistance so we can get back to some form of decency and normalcy in the lives of the citizens of not only Central Westmoreland, but Westmoreland and all the other parishes that were significantly affected by Hurricane Melissa. That
You hear that? So, not even the voucher where them said they're going to give the people them. People are saying they are not receiving any vouchers. The government said they will move by the end of December from care packages to voucher. Now it's on the end of December, January. And people are not getting vouchers. So, the people end up on their own. Yet the government collect money on behalf of the people who get destroyed. Yet the people who get the hit from the hurricane don't benefit from the money. So I'm asking you something. Because I want to labor right then and answer it. The money that the government get because the devastation of the country. You don't believe that the people who were hardest it should get some little something. Not care small it be from it. Because of them make we get the money. Any labor right there can answer? Somebody answer for me tonight. You don't think it is reasonable? You don't think it is reasonable that those who get, not even all, but some. I am yet to see the government of Jamaica deliver one house on a show me. Come in and see. Type in the comment and tell me you not see nothing, man. They deliver one right here, so show me. To even mother with children. And not show me one house the government of Jamaica has delivered. They come out and talk about all schools will be reopened when only to see a headline saying, make a look for it. Make a show no where headline say. Every day this woman come out with her fancy talk and nothing behind it. The article was saying, I want to remember if a 9 school that will not be able. The article was also saying a lot of students has been transferred from where they were going to other schools. See it here. 9 it was, so I was right. 9 rural primary school face possible consolidation after hurricane ravage. At least, not meaning it's only 9, but at least 9 primary schools are now under review for possible consolidation, with decision pending on the future placement of their students after extensive hurricane-related damage further weakened the already struggling rural institution with very low enrollment. No contractors have been assigned to these schools by the National by the National Education Trust, the agency overseeing repairs to approximately 716 public schools island-wide. So it look like we don't go to pay attention to the health sector because that come up on the agriculture sector. But people on this live tonight, our education is in serious trouble too. It in a problem before the hurricane and the worst now. Because a lot of these people in those areas not working, and if the school have to relocate where children could have just walk to school, what preparation are made for those children when the rural school bus system is now charging the pitney them and them have to sign up for get pass to go up on the bus? What is the plan? I would like this question to be raised in the parliament tomorrow so that we can hear what really that's why this ministry should not come from the Senate. I think that need to change because the senator cannot sit in the parliament. And honestly, the whole thing, senators don't sit in parliament as MPs if they are not voted in by the people. In this case, the education minister is not a member of parliament. So we have to wait now till when the Senate meet before the Senate can ask our question. She come there with our fancy speech them with nothing behind it. Our nation education is also as bad as the health sector. The education is as bad as the health sector. Everything is going down a slippery slope. But it lay silent. I mean, I think I see Keisha asked her the question in the parliament, in the Senate. No, I think it wasn't. I think it's this lady here.
I am, Mr. President, especially pleased to hear that all schools have resumed teaching and learning.
Lie.
And I want to congratulate all the initiatives that have been taken to ensure that this has happened, including on our side, Mr. Damon Crawford's initiative in St. Catherine for students from the rural area to come in and for families to adopt families to allow children to go to school. I want to commend teachers who also take individual initiatives to ensure that their children are learning, even while teachers themselves have suffered in this period. And I reiterate, as I did the last time, I would like to hear from the minister what special initiatives are being made to ensure that teachers' well-being is attended to in the post-Melissa recovery period. While I am happy about the return to the classroom, I am also especially interested in not just the return, but also what is the quality of return. In that regard, I would want to hear more about what exactly it looks like for children to be in school at this time. When should we expect that they have roofs over their heads, that they have water, that they have electricity, and that the conditions are more ideal? And in addition to that, what exactly do the conditions look like on the ground? We have heard that some schools are in rotational form, and it begs the question, what is it that is driving the rotation, and what are the specific needs of those schools at this time? I'm also concerned with the quality of education in general. We did not just emerge upon crises in education in Melissa. We have long-standing concerns about the quality of education, including as it relates to literacy in our population. And I note the minister's emphasis on testing at grade 6, or introducing testing at grade 6 for literacy. In our system, we have learned our children learn to read up to grade 3, and then they read to learn thereafter. Thereafter, starting at grade 4, they are in constant testing environments, and there is tremendous emphasis on testing, which in my mind questions whether the testing is not a substitute for actual education. In that regard, I raise questions about what it is that is intended to be achieved when a test is introduced for literacy at grade 6, when early childhood learning is a time at which students' literacy should most be impressed upon them, especially in an environment such as this, where language differences exist, where we are operating in a two-language system, and where awareness of that language is critical to the prospects for improving literacy. Is the expectation that it is at the secondary level that the children will be catching up and improving their reading and comprehension at that stage? Certainly, we all know that the secondary school system is meant to prepare students for the world of work, and if they are spending those years catching up, it begs questions about what is the quality of education at the primary level. In addition to this, I am concerned about what we are learning from the data that the ministry is receiving about how our students as well as our teachers have experienced Melissa and its aftermath. At the last sitting where the minister gave us an update, I recommended a collaboration with the Ministry of Culture that would deal with the questions of trauma and put in place a national program of repair incorporating the arts and measures like storytelling and such. You have reiterated today that the arts is deployed in the psychosocial therapy that is being conducted within the schools, and therefore I would like to know, or for you to advise us, what are we learning about the mental health of our children and our teachers, and how exactly are we helping them to recover in that?
Some of the children never reach 11th grade and 10th grade, not going back to school. They gonna look work on job site and all kind of. We not serious problem, They not learn, and because of circumstances home, them have to go hustle. Some gonna do fishing, some gonna do something. That's what I am learning coming from out of the country. Them have to go hustle, so them schooling cut short. So these are good questions.
We are all concerned with where education is going, and Melissa has certainly put a spoke in the experiences of schools and of rural communities in particular. But I would hope that in this process, we are also beginning to focus on what is needed within our education system. I see here where there is an emphasis or a change in the emphasis on what will be examined in the PEP examinations, where you are saying that non-essentials are going to be removed and that core is now being centered. What exactly are these non-essentials? Why were they included in the first place? And what does it mean that we can now focus on core We'd like to know what is core, what is expected from this attention to core, what does it mean in the bigger picture of the quality of education that is being offered in Jamaica. In the future sessions of the Senate, I expect that we will be having debates about what the quality of education is, what education should look like, what is the ethos of education in the society, and how we imagine that we will use the education to build the kind of society that we would all want to live in, including values like respect for each other, respect for our cultural background, our history, and how we can create new knowledges to make us a society that is ready for climate disaster, ready for innovation, ready for creating a Jamaica where people actually want to live. Thank you. Good morning, colleagues.
The era of brilliance is? That's brilliance. Jamaica people are ready for these brilliant mind. They want the general them will come out and come general and tell you all kind of nonsense. That's what they want. That's what they want. I want you to listen to this young I played I so love Mark Golding coming out and speaking up today. I feel grateful that he came out and highlight some stuff that is happening. I'm going to play it for you so you can take a listen to it.
Greetings, Jamaica. Today I want to speak to you about some important issues of governance that are topical at the present time and that I'm finding troubling. There's a whole question of the bureaucracy and the integrity of Jamaica's civil service. Now, the position of permanent secretary is the senior position in the civil service in any ministry. It is a permanent post for the career of that person, that officer who's appointed. That's why it's called permanent secretary. That person runs the ministry from an administrative perspective, from government to government, whichever party forms the government. So it's very important, and it is the tradition and the convention in our system, that permanent secretaries are independent, non-partisan, non-political, above reproach. Now, permanent secretary in the Ministry of Energy, Telecommunications and Transport retired effective December last year. And a new person has been appointed as the permanent secretary. That person is Khadija Campbell Rochester. Now, Mrs. Campbell Rochester formerly was in charge at the Constituency Development Fund unit within the Office of the Prime Minister. But she is somebody who has had a close association with an MP. In fact, the MP is Andrew Holness, Prime Minister.
When I hear that?
He was the director of his NGO, his non-profit, Positive Jamaica Foundation.
When I hear them, I
was called up in the Integrity Commission report on his affairs. She was also, I believe, a director of the West Central St. Andrew Trust, another NGO that he has in relation to his constituency.
Andrew Magawoli Sydney. Jesus
Christ. Somebody that is so closely involved in the governance of the arrangements, or was so closely involved in the governance of the arrangements for somebody's constituency, being appointed a permanent secretary in the civil service. Doesn't look right to me, and I'm bringing it to your attention. Of course, there's a broader question of the wife of the head of government, the wife of the prime minister, being appointed the umpire of the affairs of parliament, the legislature, as Speaker of the House. Again, how can that be right? The tradition in our system of government is that the Speaker is an independent person. Even if they come from one side or the other, They are supposed to act impartially and independently to ensure even-handedness and fairness in the conduct of parliamentary affairs. How can it be right that the wife of the head of government, Prime Minister's wife, is the umpire in Parliament in the form of the Speaker? We objected to this strongly when the decision was announced that he was going to be reappointed Speaker after the last election. Despite our objections, the appointment went ahead. Again, doesn't look right. It isn't really consistent with the way in which the Westminster system of democracy, which is what we adhere to, ought to function. The last point I want to address is this JPS $150 million loan. Now, we, all of us, want to see electricity restored to all Jamaicans as quickly as possible after Melissa. And I express my sympathies for anyone who is still without electricity. We had raised the question, though, because the minister came to Parliament in December and said that the funding required to restore the grid was $350 million at least. And yet the amount of money that the government was going to provide was $150 million. Now, remember, the government's a 20% shareholder in JPS. The other 80% is owned by two overseas companies, Marubeni of Japan, East West Power of South Korea. They weren't putting any money up for the restoration because the minister had given a notice earlier in 2025 saying that their license is coming to an end and wouldn't be renewed in 2027. So they didn't have any security that they would still be in charge of Jamaica's electricity grid from 2027, and they weren't going to put up any money without any security. So the government was putting up money far beyond its 20%, but still at least $200 million less than the minister told us was needed to fix the grid. We asked him, how is it a good idea to put some funding in without knowing how the necessary amount would be reached and obtained?
Good night, John.
He never answered that question.
No
I
answer.
asked him
Can't
again
answer.
on Tuesday. Again, he dodged the question. And I'm saying a matter as fundamental as
Good
this,
night, Brenda.
where government's resources, which is really the proceeds of the catastrophe bond, 150 million, has been
Mark Golding.
lent to company JPS that Jamaica owns 20% of. In the scenario, we're told that the necessary resources to do the job is 350 million. So it's not even half of what's required. How is it a good idea to proceed without explaining how you're going to finance the full restoration project? Who is not going to have their light restored because the money can't stretch to what is needed? These questions have never been answered.
But the money
despite
not enough.
how important this issue is to Jamaica at this time. Again, not good governance, people. We need to be vigilant. We need to stay on our toes because things are going in a direction that suggests that we have concerns that we must be vigilant about. Over to you.
But right now, under the grid, them are fixing it. Them a walk around and I use some generator system. So JPS still not fix the grid. So the question I want to find out, people. Hey, we in a one dark era, We in a one dark situation. Come next year, 2027, when they deal with them and JPS to negotiate, and if they can reach an amicable negotiation, and JPS intend for the shareholder them draw out, and Jamaica left to take over. Before me even get this, the question we need to ask, is this the way JPS are going to do it, or the grid them are going to fix? Is it that them are going to walk all about, or they just do this? Because in the parliament, Daryl Val said was to fix the grid. But we are seeing where the grids are not fixed, but they are using some standby unit, something, I never know what them do, to connect the power So different era them I walk all about a connect too. So me not know where really are going, you know. I don't know where really are going. But it now add up. And it is sad. Good night, Con Henry. It is sad. Game Clan, good night. Big Weave. Oh, I forget some. Oh, you don't know that my plan that me not answering any stupid question that type on the platform tonight. I don't care who it is. I'm not answering no stupidity. Yeah, so back to what I'm saying, guys. So, alright, make a fine.
Thank you for sunshine. Mother Pastor of Ceremonies, Minister Farzan Samuna, Mayor Denancy, and other members of community groups, Sir Grant and team from JPS, members of the community, members of the media. Good afternoon, all. You know, I attended a function with the Prime Minister where he was launching the roof program a week ago. And I was roasted then. And I attended this function and I'm roasted again. But nonetheless, it's good to be here today and I'm always happy for progress. And be not deceived, be not confused. When we come together as a community and we elect one from among us, we elect that person to make representation on our behalf. So my job, as difficult as it may be, is to make representation on behalf of the people that I represent. I have the pleasure of representing. And I will continue to do so without fear and without favor. I will advocate until every single household that is in Eastern Westmoreland can benefit from having electricity in their home and in their business place and wherever they occupy. I mean absolutely no harm by that. We all know how difficult it is to reside in a setting where you don't have the benefits of electricity. And the small business operators, last week a gentleman said to me he's raising some chickens and he wants to kill them, but he has nowhere to store them. And he wants a generator. So Minister, see that you're in such a good mood and you're mending the relationship. We would be grateful if we could benefit from a few generators of the smaller variety so that we can help some of the small business operators within the constituency to be able to get on with their livelihood. Cold storage. And as a medical practitioner, you do know that you have medicines as well that persons have to keep the cold chain going. Right? Their insulin and those things that they have to keep refrigerated. And so it is important that they have that access as well. I am grateful for the creative solution that is in place here today so that some persons within this area can benefit. And I look forward to the generator in Bettertown being up and running as well. And I do know, Minister, I'm not being difficult here, I do know from what my eyes have seen that it will take some time for us to get the team to complete the restoration work. I just don't want us to be left behind in Eastern Westmoreland. And the fact that I have become so popular with my JLP colleagues says that I'm doing my job well. So thank you very much. God bless you. Good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.
So it's mobile generators. Mobile, let me see what it name again. Mobile mobile power unit. Mobile power unit. That's what they are using across the country to put back power. So what I'm saying, the grid they're not gonna fix right away. They're not paying attention fixing up the grid. They are using power units. So I think by now I think they put 2 in Westmoreland. No, in St. Elizabeth. Now we're seeing where they put 1 in Westmoreland Eastern. And some, I don't know the other areas. I need to go and get to find out. Some parts where it is easier, some people are connected back to grids. The problem is facing the people is that some of them build up back them like a place, but the place need for rewire. And then they will wait upon the government where say them will give them how much $1 billion for help, then rewire their house. They still can't get that the money. So who lucky enough to repair up back their houses, need rewiring, it is just a mess. So when I see them come out with their fancy talking, please don't even listen. But what can they do, Valerie? It's not a situation unless them are going to demonstrate down the whole place and say we not accept it. But them not take talk, you know. You same time they say them do something. It no matter if you talk and it no matter if you opposition talk. They not take no talk. As better talk about not take no talk. What really happened to Horace Strong? We not hear no report from Horace Strong. We not see no image, we not see no picture. Yet we hear saying, alright. Anybody hear anything about Horace Strong? Type in the comment for me. Because something seriously wrong. Type in. Because what is that to hide? Somebody sick. You don't hide sickness. Everybody not go sick one day. Anybody hear anything over TikTok, over YouTube? Who hear nothing about Horace Strong? Not a soul not answer that. That means that nobody not hear nothing. We not hear nothing, so I have to ask because I don't know if it's a secret. Anyway, I also want to play a little clip of phone now. In regards to oh my goodness, you know, say I the phone that I have a clip on. I remember some if it transfer this something, man. That's my problem, you know. The phone on my stream pan it may have the thing on. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me see if I can hold on. Me want to play it for no hear it. You know. Oh, I think hold on. I'm going to go up on my have it in my video. So I'm going to get my video and I'm going to hear it.
Unlock your stay for less with app-exclusive prices. Download the free Booking.com app today.
Need a fresh look? We got you covered.
Government's response to Hurricane Melissa. We're now 3 months in since the hurricane devastated sections of Jamaica, and in particular, Westmoreland. But what has the government response been like after 3 months? After 3 months, many people are still not able to get any housing assistance from the government. The only thing provided to MPs so far has been that 10 million program. We were able to assist 100 people. But what has happened to all the other people? The assessment that the government is doing has been taken forever. And why is this? Because the lack of human resources. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, they don't have enough persons on the ground conducting the assessment. And therefore, many communities across Westmoreland have still yet to see these persons coming to the communities to assess them. If they are not assessed, they will not be able to get any assistance. And people have been trying to build back with the little resources they have, but they are not getting the support that is really needed for them to get back in a comfortable space. The government has reported billions of dollars that they have received, but yet people are still yet to receive any significant type of assistance. They just announced $160 million to be spent in Westmoreland for electricity regularization, meaning rewiring of houses and minor repairs. But this program has also been basically at a standstill, as we have submitted information for quite a while now, but yet nothing has been done. So everywhere you turn with regards to the response of the government, it has been inadequate. It has been very slow. It actually is going at a snail's pace, and this is not acceptable. People have their lives to live. People want to get back to some form of normalcy in their lives, but the way how the government is operating is like there has not exist, and therefore we have to call them out. Whatever you're doing must be fast-tracked right now. People need the assistance, so give them the assistance so we can get back to some form of decency and normalcy in the lives of the citizens of not only Central Westmoreland, but Westmoreland and all the other parishes that were significantly affected by Hurricane Melissa. Thank you for tuning in to Power Talk.
Welcome again to the channel. It's me for them. I'm going to see this a man now. This is a labor right man. I don't listen to this here because this a story I get worse now. Hear this?
Working, paying taxes and all of that, you can't register them if they're working certain amount of money. People who are getting pension, you can't register them. People who are getting part, you cannot register them. Once you put the TRN or the NI number in the system, it will reject them. And people who had gotten benefits under the Ministry of Finance program that went on some time ago, remember that program? Online thing? The CARE thing, right? And the revert, right? So, but the system will tell you whether this one qualify or not when you put in the TRN and the NIS numbers, right? And people never expect it of them to so well, give you no things, sink, when them finish, him lose a lot of seats. I think him only win more 8 seats. So what I tell you, if you don't manage a disaster properly, it can make you lose an election. People who are working.
I open a hearing what I so not hear it. And everybody will get no money for the disaster. If you get part already, you can't get no money. If you depend anything for government, you not get no money. Then they want to give people them no money. You don't see? What that have to do with you when you are a victim of the hurricane? Not every day you're going to get a personal help, but you're going to give them a help to get them back on foot. What can part do to recovery? Does it make no sense, people? Don't talk to me because I don't know them kind of madness that we are going in a place. Sometimes I'll confuse myself. God knows. God knows that sometimes I'm confused too. Because I don't know what kind of story they may be. I don't know. What kind of stories are these? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Carol. How you doing? How are you on the weather? Type in the comment. Good night, Florence. Tell me how on the weather. Type in. Report to me. So me just see this headline. Access to information request. Dear requester, after a review of your request, your application has been denied. We regret to inform you that the request information cannot be released. Reason for denial. Outside of scope of administrative record, the information request does not affiliate within the space of administrative record. The FID, the Financial Investigation Department, deny the ATI request in seeking detail of decision regarding the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. So why another eye that? So hold on there. Me want to ask a question. It was sent to them, and you're going to hear that. So we the Jamaica people now go hear what is the result. What kind of madness them are going? This say. Can anybody explain for me? What kind of madness is this? So, it still a go court, and it still, then still have to send back it to the Integrity Commission. So somebody now still know. At the end of the day, we have to know. We will know what is the finding of the Prime Minister FID. Hey, I'm a mess in our country. Hey, all of us sit down and look on the mess. The Prime Minister under investigation have not been certified and still be Prime Minister. Which part in the world they mess up? Where else in the world could this be acceptable? I'm walking around chatting like him not care. Because he have no regard, because silly people that will take money to vote for him. Uno is a nonsense set of people. The weather is good where you are, that's good. Think about it now, people. Think about what I am saying. Every day them a kind of news you see in a headline. See it there? See it there? A them a kind of headline you see for your Prime Minister. Cannot be certified. Still running the country. Him and his wife. Them sitting on the right, man. Them something on the right. So hear this now. Or is a trick them a trick? Because the Nationwide I put it out say they find no cause. They find no cause. The Financial Investigation Division, his mom, following allegation, it told the Integrity Commission it found no case for concern having reviewed the statutory declaration. So, the Integrity Commission had referred the explosive matter to the FID, having tabled a report in Parliament which raised questions about the Prime Minister's financial affairs. But when Nationwide News sought answer under the Access to Information Act, Dennis Strong-led refused the request. All right. From Dennis Strong came out and do an interview. And who then do the interview with? Nationwide. And say him not have nothing to do with the Prime Minister. Something him just left it to the other rest of them for do it. I know that was a big lie and crook up case. Because we would have known what is there a breaking news. The FID Nationwide I bring this one. But anytime the Nationwide I grow on something, they have something make them say that. For me see the man come up, me know say yeah, you don't watch it. But me know say I lie them I tell. From them halt and shift and put this a man for go Eddie. You know must know say I feel free Andrew. But Andrew, you gotta try everything for free yourself. But you gotta still drop in a one patrol, brother. You can't get with so much time. All what you do, you see because your life and you set up your mess and corruption around you, you gotta drop in a one hole. You gotta drop in a one hole somewhere, somehow. I not wish no bad for you. But you set these things by yourself. And I sensible people know. So now that they say that, make the court, let me hear what court I go say now. Lie, tell. You can't be the person in charge of a place and decision and make and you don't know. Lie, tell Nadi. Lie. When I see that clip out, I know it's a big lie. So we know it's like we don't predict what would be the answer. So we'll not come with no make no sense. If the brother in a fall upon his face sitting wrong, man. And what all you not do, you don't remember so you don't have children, you know. Remember that you don't have children. All of you know politicians with a corrupt self have children. Remember you don't have children, you know. And what you do, I got men on earth and you may plot and get away from it. You turn down pound and pitney them. So this is just a little way if it come out with it. But that's the result. That's the result. Another little thing me I watch, you see. I mean, I know we're winning there. I'm watching Barbados is going to have election. Next month. I've heard you. You know, but they like me and Motley. But for some reason, I not so like her again. She has shown some evidence of a corrupt behavior like Andrew Holness. I see she give one statement and she used Jamaica to reference to it. And I say, oh, you're not really what you think. You're not really what you profess to be. I'm going to play it on and listen it.
We've not been perfect. Every person has issues. Everybody, with respect to different things that you may want this done more, this done better. With the roads, we've done hundreds of kilometers, but we have hundreds of kilometers still to do. And only this morning I was reading an editorial in Jamaica making the same case about roads in Jamaica too.
So we are used to in Jamaica situation with Fonafa.
At the totality of where we stand and sit, is your life better under this administration than it was under the previous one? And equally, is this government better able to provide the leadership that's necessary given all that is happening in the world today? We live in a world where, as I said, you wake up January 3rd, we woke up to a completely new scenario in the Southern Caribbean. This region has never been accustomed to military ships and battles and 6 days of piracy. Okay, we've become accustomed to a level of calm and peace within the context of our sovereign attributes as a nation. Of course, you have issues of crime in each country. But when we talk about zone of peace, we're talking about whether the region itself can remain peaceful in a way that we want it to be, so that what we see in the Middle East or what we see in Africa or what we're seeing in Europe and the Ukraine is not part of our existence here. So I think we've done well. I think we can continue to even do better. And I have some exciting new policies that we will announce over the course of the next 2 weeks that I hope will allow us as a people, not the Labour Party family, not the Dems, not the, us as a people.
So she a campaign on a platform, promise the people them to fix the road them and some of them not fix. And she a go use she da read in a paper about Jamaica road when a fix in a your country. Well, from me here she said that. Me say me know she a go win back still. Because the man were opposition, him ignorant. I was watching him on 2 clip on him behaving in parliament. He act just like Darrell Valls. So she will win back. But Fergie, where you say you're in a you have to come on the live and tell about the Armageddon where you're in a. Come share it, make the people then hear. I'm glad to see you on at least and I still have light and internet. And I still better off when Melissa when I have none. Yeah, politics can really make people change. And I think we black people, we're not good at, we are not good at, what is the word to you? We are not good at power. We're not good with power. We're not good with power at all. Come over, Fergie, come explain what the people in here who are going with you in nice to know you. Good night, Fergie.
Evening, Dan. Good night. Evening, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm in snow Armageddon here in New York City. We got at least 15 inches of snow.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's freezing. So it's not even like we got the snow and then it warms up. No. It got colder. And it's getting even colder tonight.
So when will all of this over?
It won't be. For the rest of the week, it's going to be...
No, Fergie, no.
No, I'm telling you, rest of the week, they said the snow is not going anywhere. They're like, the snow isn't going anywhere. We're going to be in below 0 temperatures for the rest of the week. And we may get snow again this weekend. Coming up.
So how not going to manage?
Funny enough, in New York City, we can handle the snow because we've had this before, like years ago, so no big deal. What we can't handle, though, is the rain. So if this snow was rain, we would be gone. Like, in New York City, we cannot handle the rain. But the snow we can handle. We can handle the snow. No issue. It's just a pain in the neck. You just stuck in the house. You just don't want to go anywhere. If you want to go somewhere, it's like a big deal. You're like, oh,
So let me ask you
drive.
something. For those who sick inside and all who need dialysis and then something, how that work?
Well, the ambulances, they will get there, no problem. I have to admit, for the city, the mayor has been good. Most of the roads have been plowed. I'm not on a primary road, and years ago, it would be the primary roads that would be plowed, but like the secondary and the third, they wouldn't be plowed.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to admit, we have been plowed like several times, so at least I can see the black top of the road, the asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to admit, this mayor has been good. The plows have been going through. They keep going through. So if someone's sick, yeah, the ambulance can get through, no problem. No issue at all. Because the roads are plowed. It's just as cold, and you just have piles of snow. I just have piles of snow everywhere.
But I see one image out of one place named Montgomery, where all the tree them fall down every breeze with the snow.
Oh, is that Montgomery, Alabama? Because
Yeah.
they're not used to snow.
Yeah, let me see if I find it back. Maybe I tell you better.
If it's like Montgomery, Alabama, so that's in the South. They're not used to this type of weather at all. And they probably had leaves on the trees, which combined with snow and ice, it's going to make them fall. Like the trees here in New York and the Northeast, all the leaves are gone from the fall, so they're not that heavy. It's probably Montgomery, Alabama, because that's in the South, and Auntie Jen, they can't even deal with a coating of snow. They shut down.
They shut down.
Yeah, those kind of cities, the southern cities, they shut down. They're completely shut down because they don't have the equipment. In New York City, we have the equipment because we're used to this. This is norm for us. It's just a pain in the neck. It's just a pain in the neck just traveling around. It's just everything is wet. It's slushy. It's ice. You're slipping. You're sliding. It's cold. Yeah, like no one wants to go out in this.
You can't even find back the clip.
It's probably Montgomery, Alabama. I wouldn't be surprised. Because you see, their trees would more than likely still have leaves on it. And when you add snow and ice to it, it's going to make the trees heavy, the top part heavy. So they will quickly fall down.
Yeah.
Ours in New York, all the way up to Canada, our leaves, they all fall off by like November. So we don't have leaves. You don't have that extra weight.
A good thing in Jamaica have snow because anybody sick or dead because no shorts and no road.
But Auntie Jen, I see them wearing Uggs down there, so hey, they might be all right.
No. As you think that who would have come in on a snow in an ambulance to come pick up nobody at the yard? Hey.
Especially going up some of those hilly roads. Yeah, good luck.
Man.
Imagine turning off on to Red Hills Road to make that climb up Red Hills on Red Hills Road. Yeah.
But not even that. So you have to go around the junction.
Mm-hmm.
In a snow? Right, oh no, that freeze up there and there, that's all me know. Jen Anderson says yes. Snow will fall the next weekend.
Yeah, we're expecting another round of snow, but I don't think it will be as bad as what we got yesterday.
So yesterday were really bad.
It was. Funny enough, it was bad, but it actually wasn't the worst. I've been here for several blizzards. I wouldn't say yesterday in New York City we got a blizzard, because a blizzard is bad. Like, you just have this wind, you have over 2 feet of snow, like, it is just bad. But yesterday, it wasn't blizzard-like, it's just...
Hi, Michael.
I think the issue is, Auntie Jan, is that up this part, we have not had a proper winter like this for a number of years. We've had mild winters. You may get 1 or 2 days that are cold, but for the most part, we're not getting snow. You may have a day of snow, only a couple inches, no big deal. But I think this winter, it's a normal winter. That's all I can say. Yesterday was not a blizzard. It was not a blizzard, because I remember 2016, that was a blizzard. I remember 2006, that was a blizzard. I remember 1996, because we had just moved to our house in 1995. And January 1996, we had this crazy blizzard, like whiteout. Auntie Jen, you can't move, the city is just shut down. But yeah, it's a lot of snow, but it's I look at it as like, okay, it's a normal winter, I guess. We were just spoiled for the last number of years of not having this sort of winter. That's all it is.
So you get to stay home? So you work from home?
I worked remote today. I'll probably work remote tomorrow, because the transport, although they're like, oh, we're going to get the subways up, we're going to get everything up, Auntie Jen, they're not up. They're just not up. Because remember, these are people who have to come into the city to work. They live outside the city. They also got stuck at home with the snow. So So like tomorrow, I will more than likely work remote again, which is okay. I'm fine with that.
Better for you too?
Yeah, because it's cold. It's freezing out there. It is freezing. I can't even do the calculation to put it in Celsius for you. All I can tell you, Auntie Jan, it would be negative Celsius in your numbers. And you know what that means.
So the ice box.
Okay.
All me know how me that survive.
You survive. You'd be surprised. You just wrap yourself up. You put on your layers. You go out there. You'd be surprised. You survive.
But suppose in a situation, you see, where cold air, all right. So all the people them now was homeless. I used to get underneath the tunnel. How them cope now?
So what the city, and a credit to the new mayor, is that he's been going around and getting those folks into homeless shelters, because we had 7 passed away in New York City over the last day or so. And they don't know what caused the death, but more than likely it's probably weather related, right? Because the weather, it is so cold. Like, honestly, if you're not wrapped up correctly and you're out there for like an hour or 2, you could get frostbite, and that's not good. So they have been going around and trying to get all the homeless people that you see that's in subway station. If they're in a subway station, they might be okay, because the subway stations tend to be, it's underground. It tends not to be so freezing and so frigid, but it's the people who are on the streets, right? Like literally on the streets. So they've been going around and getting those people up and out and getting them into shelters. Because you could die. Like, this is a weather, and it's not warming up at all in New York City area. Like, I looked at the temperature. I think the warmest it's going to be is maybe this weekend at 30 degrees, which is still negative degrees Celsius for you guys.
Well,
If you convert it.
Sweet Peas is saying our son put a bowl out of water and it was frozen.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Sweet Pea is right. I've been salting because I have a 2-family house, so I have to we have to shovel and deal with my tenants. So I've been salting.
When you say salting, what you mean? What kind of salt?
We have these they're called ice melters. So after you shovel, you need to put down these ice melters, which is made up of salt, not like your table salt.
Okay.
These are like rock salt, like commercial salts.
Okay.
So it helps to melt the ice and keep it where it's not frozen. Because you could imagine all the snow, it will melt, and then with the freezing temperature, forms a lovely sheet of ice, which is not pretty.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's bad. I have not been outside today, period. Yesterday I went out to shovel, and I was like, okay, that's it for me. I won't be coming out here. I think I'll go into the office maybe on Wednesday, because by then I think the subways and all the transport should be up and running by Wednesday. But yeah, it's not.
But that's all safe when the train run on the line in the snow or they navigate.
Oh, so with the train, so most of our subways, not all, but most of them are indoors, right? They're underground. So you won't have that issue. Some lines, like where I live, my line comes outdoors. So what they do is they do have heaters and they heat the line. And remember, our lines are electrified. Electricity is what runs our train lines.
Really?
Yeah, it's all electricity.
I never know that.
All our train lines it's electricity.
Nadi said
electricity.
Nadi said she driving it yesterday, and so what happened, Nadi?
Poor Nardi. She's brave.
Oh, but when I went to Brooklyn, I see the train something above my head.
Yes. No, in Brooklyn, because I live in Brooklyn, I'm not going to hide that. And some of our lines are outdoors. So a lot of it is indoors, but at some point, it comes outdoors. Like my line is outdoor and then it goes indoors. But what they do is they heat the tracks. So they'll have folks out there shoveling and they'll make sure the tracks are clear.
Oh, I get you now.
No, they said Auntie Manilita. Oh.
But just imagine that they ride it.
No, it's scary. It's scary. Auntie Jen, I'm not going to lie. It was not this weekend, but last weekend, we had a snowstorm again. And I went to do errands. It was a Saturday. And I parked my car. And again, we haven't had snow in a good while. And I know how to drive in the snow. I mean, I lived here most of my life, pretty much. So I totally forgot. And I cleared off everything. And I went on a road that was not plowed. The plow didn't come true because the snow came down. And Auntie Jen, I took off in my car and I made a turn fast as if there was no snow on the ground. And my car spun out. Like literally, it spun out. The steering wheel, I couldn't control. I feeling the car spinning. And I just said, okay, I just have to take my foot off the gas. Don't hit the brakes because you can't hit the brakes because you will lock the brakes and that's when it gets scarier. So I had to just take my foot off and then the car somehow figured its way out to get straight and stop. But it's scary. It's not nice driving in the snow. And from then, I got back into my regular, like, okay, I'm driving in the snow. I have to be careful when I'm making these turns. I can't be going around these corners fast as I normally would.
Why I'm sad for your phone story tonight, but why? Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't exit.
It's normal. It's no. Listen, this is Auntie Jen. It's normal. It's not. It's nothing out of the ordinary, so to speak, right? It's just that we have not had this kind of weather for a good set of winters. That's the issue. We've not had this type of weather. Because last year, we only had like one instance of snow, and it wasn't even this many inches. It was like a quick dusting, and that was it. We didn't have any snow for all of last year.
Mm.
The year before last, there was nothing. We got zero. What we did get was rain, which was not good. So in New York, we cannot handle the rain. There's too much water in a short period of time. We cannot handle the rain. The subways were flooded. Things were just shut down. Neighborhoods are flooded.
Oh, so the rain would affect now the subway.
Yes. The rains are not good for us. Snow we can handle, but rain, we cannot handle rain. So Lord help us if a Melissa passed through here, I'd be like, Auntie Jen, I don't think you'll be talking to me. Be all flooded. We cannot handle that amount of rain in New York City. Nope, can't handle it.
And what is the reason behind that?
The thing is our drainage system. So our drainage system is so old and so antiquated, and they really haven't invested monies into upgrading the draining system to drain out that water. And remember, New York City, the drainage system is decades old. It's probably a century old now versus, the amount of people living in the city back then to the amount of people living in the city now. It's quadruple, or I can't even say quadruple, it's exponentially. More people, more buildings, more everything. And the drainage system, it's hard for it to keep up with just your everyday sewage.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have a system that passed through that dumps 4 inches of water in the system in a short period of time. Yeah, we're flooded. Mm-hmm. We've had it a couple of years ago, we had several instances. A good friend of mine in her apartment building, someone was unalive, and it was purely by flooding in a basement.
Oh.
Yeah, the water rushed in and they couldn't get out. Like they were stuck.
Mm.
And literally it was within 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the amount of water that dumped on New York City at that time was crazy. And where the person was in a basement apartment, the water just rushed right in and they couldn't get out. And they were unalive, unfortunately.
Wow. That's sad.
Yeah. So snow we can deal with. Snow, no problem. Not an issue. It's just a pain in the neck. That's all. It's just walking around, getting around. You have to go through snow mounds, and it's icy, it's cold. It's not pretty, but hey, it's something New York we can deal with. The rain we can't deal with. Every time you guys get a storm, I start to freak out because I hope it doesn't come up this way. So
we're better now in Jamaica then?
Yeah, Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so hold on. No mountain than New York.
Not in the New York City area.
Oh, so it's flat.
Yeah, New York City is flat. The mountains is upstate New York. Yeah. We don't have mountains or hills in the New York City area. It's always flat here.
Now they say New York and Toronto. Obviously.
Yeah, Nordy's right. Yeah, Nordy's right. New York and Toronto, we tend to have similar weather. Cold, snow. Yep, that's our norm.
So to Jamaica politics now. Have you seen the article about they send vessel for come contest if the oil where they find is crude oil?
Oh, it's commercial, right?
Yeah.
If it's crude oil and it's commercial enough to export. Yeah, I saw that today. I said, I think they should leave that alone, in my opinion. But because Jamaica is susceptible to earthquakes and.
But but earthquake tremor they said Jamaica get last year 400 odd, And the same thing with the underneath their drench. And so the minister they come out and said nothing never goes so when people did talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, Daryl Vaz they come out and say no Hyle, no Diana lie, people did tell, but people never tell no lie.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, really? Because
somebody saying,
any
one minute. Somebody saying, please specify not all of Canada is cold or as snow. I do not have snow. I live in the coast near to the water. What drive? I don't know what she right there, so. So now they can't answer that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that person may live probably on the western coast of Canada, where, like, British Columbia, Vancouver, and they may not have that much snow because they're close to the water. But yeah, Auntie Jen, I saw that today and I thought to myself, I'm like, Jamaica has earthquakes. And I don't know if this is good. And if any drilling was to happen, right, say if there was say if Jamaica has viable sources of oil,
Wait, I'm gonna drop
it
my
will
phone.
be off coast. It wouldn't be onshore. It would be off coast.
Yeah, we know off coast.
But if something were to happen off coast, that would affect your beaches, which in turn would affect your tourism.
Yeah. But I believe that them drenching with them underneath there to cause this severe hurricane power too.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I really don't. I know
It can't be
everyone
good.
is
It cannot be
looking for
good.
oil.
It cannot be good, and the island will be in jeopardy.
Right. It's like Jamaica, you need to find something else. And you see, this speaks to, again, Auntie Jen, I've always said it, creativity, innovation. Like, you have to think creatively, to think outside the box. You
But
can't
them
just
are
sit there and
people.
say, well,
Them are people
we
with
need the oil.
There are people who do anything for money because they're tormented for money.
No, you're right. You're right. And it's only the wealthy who will benefit from this. It will not be the poor.
No.
And I don't think people understand that at all. It will not be the poor who benefits from this. It will be the wealthy. It'll be the ones who own the drilling companies, the ones who are exporting the oil. It will be those. It won't be the Jamaican people.
And you know what happened to? Donald Trump may soon come take you over.
I wouldn't, Auntie Jen, the way how the world is going right now, I would not be surprised. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I'd be like, yeah, it's normal. Because it's a little crazy here in the USA, to say the least. I can't get into it, but it's a little It's a little sticky here in the U.S.
So I'm gonna
So
ask you,
I,
let me ask you something. Let's say I'm married to you now, Fergie.
uh,
That mean to say you couldn't file for me to come there.
no, I could. However, if you're sitting there in Jamaica, you would have to stay in Jamaica. Prior, you could come, and while I'm doing the filing, you can live with me and stay in America and probably get working papers to work, right? Because I'm in filing, I'm married, this is my spouse, this fine. So that's how it would work. But what they're saying now, that wouldn't work. So if, say, we get married, you will sit there in Jamaica and I will sit here. Make that make sense.
So would I be able to get a visa to visit you?
I don't know. That's the other question.
So
I don't know. They haven't specified on that.
so what is it the American is saying? Married to American.
It doesn't even matter if you're married to an American or not. It basically, you sit where you are.
No, I mean, they know
And
why you have to marry nobody outside the country, so you'd have to marry to American. That's what I mean.
right,
Because if you
right.
come married to me can join you in that's silly though.
Auntie Jen, I think that's still in question. Like, people are still asking those questions. Like, okay, I marry an American citizen. So you mean to tell me I can't go there and live there and stay there while the paperwork is being worked out?
But the paperwork can done it. What the man to what me understand, that's why I'm asking the question is like him can't file for me.
No, he can. He can. He can file for you. You're his spouse,
Right, but then
right?
me not getting a paper according to Donald Trump.
No, well, this is the thing. Okay, so that rule has always been in place ever since, right? It's just based on the administration that comes into government, whether they want to be very strict about it or not. Most administration would say, yes, okay, you married an American, he filed for you, okay, logically, right, you are supposed to be the spouse. You should be with that person living in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you should be able, because you're married. So, yeah, we expect you guys to be doing things together as husband and wife. But what they're doing now, they're being very strict about it. They're basically saying,
Good night, Clyde.
that's good, but you can sit there in your country. So then that might be cause for them to deny the visa, to say, oh, you're married, but the two of you don't live together. But you can't go there because you're not giving me the visa to live with the spouse.
That's
So you
foolish
see what
though.
I'm
Because
It's silly. It is
if the
completely
husband can
silly.
prove say him can take care of his wife, and they should have make a sign something now and say you can't go upon welfare or anything if you're married to an American.
Right.
That's what they should have
Right.
do.
Right. But that rule has always been there. Auntie Jen, that rule is not an old rule, so it's not a new rule. So I need people to understand it's not a new rule. You always have to show that you can support yourself and your family.
Me know that, but
if you migrate.
me understand that for a long time. But then what Donald Trump is saying, even those who are in America right now are married cannot get no paper.
It's I won't say they can't get no paper. They can get papers, but I think they're just going to scrutinize it a little bit more. So, for example, you marry someone, Auntie Jen, and he makes $30,000 US living in New York City. that is not even working class livable wage in New York. You can't live in New York on that. You cannot. Absolutely not. You will need some sort of assistance. So that's what he's saying. So you're like, oh, my husband, he lives in America, he makes $30,000 living in New York. They're gonna say he can't afford to support you and him in New York because he can barely support himself in New York. So those are the people that's gonna be affected. Versus, say, Auntie Jen, you marry someone who's making $300,000 a year, right? Right? And he can show, like, hey, I'm making $300,000 a year. I can support myself and her. And they may say, okay, great. This looks viable. They're separating the poor from the wealthy. So basically, if you're poor and trying to file for people, basically they're kind of cutting you off. If you're in the wealthier part, no problem. You will get through easily.
So a man married one woman and the woman wages can support him.
Right.
You're
not going to get it.
They're not.
Basically, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Because they're going to say someone needs to go on assistance here. You cannot support this person. And it depends on the state as well. It's different. We all don't have the same cost of living.
So even though he might make some statement, it would generalize all of the states.
Right, Auntie Jen, right.
Me get it.
So if he's making $30,000 in New York City, they're gonna say, yeah, no, you can't afford. Just no way.
But yet he could have make 30,000 in Florida and he approve.
And it might be okay.
We get it.
So you see how it's complicated.
Yeah.
Right? So if you marry someone making $300,000 in New York City, okay, he has no expenses, no problem. All right, he has his own place, great. He can afford, to have a spouse. You probably will get it.
Yeah. Get it.
But someone who's probably making $300,000 a year in New York City is probably some professional, someone who's probably big up there, right?
Yeah, I understand it.
And they know they probably wouldn't be in these sort of relationships like that. So I know what they're doing. Basically, they're saying these sort of marriages, you have to be careful.
Yeah, because we know people married for all kind of reason.
Right. And some of them are legit, Auntie Jen. It's not even saying that they're not legit. Right? Some of them are truly legit.
Yeah.
You might fall in love with someone who's making $30,000 a year. And it's
right,
okay,
and it's genuine. Great. And then because you're not making enough money, you're going to say not genuine. That's madness, though.
Right, thank you. You see the point.
Because then again, so somebody will make that money there. Now, no richer person now married to a person so easy unless a real love. But a person where you and them on the same level, we married to you. I say, well, we can build life together. Right. So I don't know why all of a sudden government take over this married thing for turn it into rules and regulation and all kind of stuff. It's just not fair.
Right. So I know what they're doing. They're basically trying to say, the poor people, good luck. If you could find somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could honestly fall in love with someone, an American, he's making 30, 40,000 living in New York City. Okay, he's surviving somehow in New York City.
But 30,000
right?
are here. You can't survive in New York City with that though.
No, Auntie Jen.
Because I hear the dearest rent is in New York.
Yeah, there's no way you could survive in New York City. No way. You probably would need some sort of assistance. Be it through rental programs or food stamp programs. You may not be on welfare, as they like to call it, but there might be some sort of assistance you need. New York City is very expensive. It's very expensive.
We say $90 a van liad. Yeah. Liar them, man. All thief them. So it's a thief and liar to walk one way. Yeah. Oh my God. Fergie, I'm really sorry for none of the call.
No, it's all right, Auntie Jen. Listen. Don't be sorry for us. This is normal for us. This is the normal course of winter for us. It's just we're having a regular winter, right? We just not have we in New York. We have not had this for a good while, but this is normal. It's a normal winter. It's not a out of ordinary winter. It's perfectly normal. Now, what I feel sorry for is for you guys.
To we? Yes, sorry for we?
Yeah, you guys I'm sorry for.
Why?
Because no one can give any answers to anything. And all these things are being found and everyone is quiet.
Oh, it's that way you mean, yeah. But we have to just go along live with it. How else we are going to do? I Green Terrace. We have to just go and live with it, brother.
Yeah, you guys I feel sorry for.
No worry, man. Everything in the darkness will come to light.
But I don't even know, because it seems like the light there is like gone.
Gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Like everyone is okay with this sort of corruption. I don't think people put two and two together, right?
Mm-hmm.
What corruption does in the government and how that affects everyone's lives.
But
I think they just got so
they're
used
seeing
to
it now. They're seeing it now with the breaking down of the hospital, and our school system is under problem. The road them under problem. So maybe them are hoping their eye now and see. I don't know if they're still blind.
No, Auntie Jan, I swear they're still blind. They're still blind. They're still blind. When you have a country that is okay with scamming, I'm like, all these people are scamming and you're not doing anything about these scammers?
Yeah.
But you're unaliving a 4-year-old in a raid.
Yeah.
And don't even come out and say anything about it. Don't even say, oh, wow, oh my God.
Not
I'm
now
so
come
sorry.
out of it. Not now come out of it because they start denying.
Right. Or you even look at Jaden Smith. We totally forgot about Jaden Smith.
Them say them are, but right now, the Jaden Smith case are really sticky. And when I say sticky is, if there's any truth to the whole thing, that like be a tree should it seem and he run gone somewhere else. Then some say the family member them do it and all of that. But let me tell you what me think. I'm say it already, I'm gonna say it again. Nobody not unalive the little boy, and if the little boy unalive, him go unalive himself. I'm gonna tell you why me say that. And you anytime me say nothing I say. Alright, you say because him afraid to go back home because of what took place. That's why him never go back home. Somebody may have said something to him. You hear me? And
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Him decide say, oh, me now go home. So maybe me about the place hide till he can't hide no more. Can realize that them a look for him. And he maybe just go jump in a river, jump in a sea, or jump somewhere. I don't know. Yeah.
I hope not. I hope not. I keep
No.
because I just thought
So,
about him today.
something I forgot wrong bad too, because the hurricane came and well, that year when they still never did that bad with the hurricane anyhow. So if somebody have him and hide him, by now, how long them would I hide him for?
Right. Yeah, that would be too much. That would be too much. I agree.
Good night, G. Louis.
Like how long could you hold him?
Yeah, how long you gonna hold him for?
Unless unless somehow he connected with some other family members, that's not his. That's not his father's. His father's side of the family. Maybe it's on the mother's side.
So true, G. Louis. Well, I own the mother side, because the mother still out there look for him. The mother didn't look for him up to it, them did keep on something. But not much people never turn up.
Yeah. So when you have the country, when that is not of concern, and they have no concern of an unaliving of a 4-year-old in a police raid that wasn't even targeted at their house. Auntie Jan, there's a breakdown. There's a breakdown.
That may I try to tell us everything brought down in Jamaica.
There's a breakdown. There's an absolute breakdown in that society. And for anyone to come up here to rationalize the JCF actions in that regards, that is to show you where the moral fabric of the country is going, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Because there's no way the JCF can come out and rationalize that scenario. It wasn't that 4-year-old's house they were looking at. They indiscriminately did what they did. And now a mother has to bury a child. And mind you, my mother always told me the worst thing for a human is when a parent has to bury a child. My mother was, when my father passed away and my grandmother passed, I was upset. And she's like, it's okay. This is normal. This is the normal course of life. You have to walk this path. She said, nothing is more unnatural than a mother having to bury a child. She's like, that is not the normal course of life.
G. Lewis is saying, I am snow in my street is on Secondary Street and it hasn't been plowed. Why would that? Why don't they plow it?
No, it's a lot of snow at Jen. It's a lot of snow. We got a lot of snow. It's a lot of snow. At Jen. It's a ton of snow. And remember, again, the snow plows, unfortunately, they're not robots, so they can't work on your whim and whenever you need them to.
So why them not use a robot then?
No one has that kind of money to hire robots to operate these plows. Are you kidding me? Those robots takes a ton of money and a ton of energy. We would be having blackouts here in New York City. Nope. So you're having these poor men and women who live outside New York City having to try to make their way into New York City after they themselves have been snowed in to now come into work to plow. Yeah, it takes a while. That's why tomorrow I'm going to work from home. I'm just going to tell my company I'm working remote tomorrow because there are no robots who are plowing the streets. So these are humans who have to now come into the city to get on the plows to go plow the streets while they, in their communities, are probably snowed in as well.
Yeah, I get you.
A lot of people don't get that. That's why, like, the subways and the buses and everything in New York City are running on, like, this weekend schedule, which is less trains, less buses, because you don't have that many. These people don't live in New York City, and they're snowed in.
Mm-hmm.
The highways are bad. I think today they showed on the TV. I think a couple highways have been really clear. They worked all night to clear it. But those are people. They got to go home too. They have families, and they also have to deal with snow themselves with their houses.
Then
But
they
actually,
were
Jen, I was
addressing.
to ask you, how do you like? We were talking about Comrade Leader the other night, right, with Daryl Vaz, and how you think he should act with him in Parliament.
I said anytime he go back in the Parliament and Daryl Vaz raise up in vice for him, I want him to raise back in vice higher than for
No,
Daryl.
I did that. No, I did that. No, don't stop. Because you see when the Comrade Leader gets upset, when he walks out of that Parliament. If you notice, when he's really upset, he will look at them and just not say a word and just pass by Philip Paulwell and walk right out. He doesn't even look back. But did you see his social media that he brought out about the permanent secretary? Because now they are putting in political activists as permanent secretaries in these ministries.
Well, see them come out, Mark Golding came out and spoke about it. And say, for them minister come out here, Morgan, saying
Oh, please,
Morgan,
don't talk
say
about that
headline, yeah?
toad. Don't talk about that toad.
You know, Morgan slam Golding over Campbell Rochester comment. Government Senator Marlon Morgan is blasting opposition leader Mark Golding for his critics of the appointment of Kedisha Campbell Rochester as the permanent secretary of the Minister of Energy, Telecommunication and Transport. Mr. Golding said her work experience at non-government entity owned by the Prime Minister taint her appointment. He also used the opportunity to again voice his displeasure at the elevation of Juliet Holness to the House of Speaker. Senator Morgan said these criticisms, coupled with his behavior towards Finance Minister Favour Williams, are proof that Golding does not support black women in powerful role. You hear the foolishness?
Okay. A man who's been married for over, close to 40 years to a black Jamaican woman?
Not support black women.
Not even a light-skinned one. Not even a red-skinned, light-skinned, Chinese, white-skinned Jamaican.
No, because of corruption, when man highlight out that a man not support black woman, don't. You see how them still?
Right.
This is how them still. When I reach nowhere in a country.
No, and from that toad, he looks like a toad. You ever see a toad, Auntie Jen?
Oh, you talk to me? No toad. My Jamaica, me there.
Okay.
Well, I not even toad him look like. Are the grown one he look like. The frog.
I know. We need to get some salt. We need to run out there and get some salt for him.
Yeah, we need some salt for him. How would this now?
He shouldn't be speaking.
How would this now? See one of them come on TikTok, YouTube, and all. One labor right this now. If me hear about allegation and Dwayne Valls. No, me not hear. Tell where we're Dwayne Valls though.
Yeah, tell us about Dwayne Vaz. Or do you mean Daryl Vaz? I know it's D in the V.
Dwayne Valls, you're right there. Dwayne Valls.
Yeah, but this person is probably about Daryl, but it's okay.
No, Dwayne Valls, they're right. Daryl Valls.
Yeah, they put Dwayne Vaz, but Auntie Jen, these labor rights do not have that brain power or that mind power, okay? They will say Dwayne, Daryl, it's all the same.
Dwayne Valls, I'm a top man.
It's a nationwide, of all places. Really?
Me know what
Come up with another media source. Tell us, Shay. It's a nationwide. No one here is listening to nationwide.
we don't listen nationwide.
We're not listening to Jamaica Lying Parties. Media house. Find another source.
Julian expose him.
Jamaica Star, Jamaica Observer.
We don't want to hear nothing we're doing, Vals, though.
Yeah, but this Shane hasn't heard about allegations about Darryl.
No, she never hear.
Xavier.
She not hear about Darryl. She not hear about Andrew. She not hear about Xavier and me. She not hear them, but you hear about Darryl. But you hear about Dwayne Vaz and all hypocrite. You know?
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing over phone do, but you around come about we hear about Dwayne Vaz. Dwayne Vaz not do nothing. When I see him today attack, big and bold.
Right. Oh, okay, Auntie Jan. I saw it. I follow him on Instagram, and yep, I heard his whole thing. Good. He's doing good. He's cleaning up. I was like, all right. If I go to Jamaica, I may go to a
come on from a platform.
Hotel that's
I don't really want an argument with you. Shane Bennett, whatever.
No, Auntie Jan, don't kick them off yet. Why won't you call out wrongness? Wrongness? That's not even a word.
But you want me call out certain women I know. I Judas Johnson that you know.
No, let Shane stay on there.
It's not Shane. A wrong name in the on the platform. That's Judas Johnson.
Why won't you
I told you all the time that anytime he come and disguise himself, me always know say him. That's the typical way him operate under different name. Him is a scammer. Because scamming people have so much different name and setting up on social media. You notice that one name I have over all my platform because I don't have nothing for hide. So you come here and talk about Dwayne Vaz. Use Judas Johnson. Use the right name when you come here, man. Stop hide up your name. And that you have to talk about. Your criminal activity.
Let us know.
Your criminal activity.
He's like, who is Judas?
No, I know. You are Judas Johnson.
Look in the Bible. It will tell you who Judas is. It will help you understand. Don't kick him off.
Block him naughty. Block him off our platform. I type too much now. Block him naughty.
Naughty.
Block him naughty. Take him off here. Get rid of him.
You aren't going nowhere. Shane, I think you need to go back to school, unfortunately.
Block him. Out of order. I Judas Johnson.
I don't think he passed first form, unfortunately. Because,
Block him, man. Out of order.
What was the other guy? He was on the other night.
Delano?
We were chatting with it.
Delano?
No, not Delano. No, you said this other guy was Judas. Because he was saying he was rich. And I'm like,
different name. Every time he come in a different name. So I'm not coming a female rich. A different. Them sit down and I tell you what them do. Them sit down and they set up a lot of different fake name.
Right.
So that's how we operate. But anytime, you see, when I talk about Dwayne Vaz, because Central Westmoreland, that's why I know say Judas Johnson.
So he picked, okay.
No, all right, so I tell you, they're foolish, they have a pattern how they operate. So you just know the pattern and you know them.
So he picked Dwayne Vaz, who's Central Westmoreland.
Yeah.
Which he is from.
We can't tell lie on him.
So you see, Auntie Jen, you see how stupid they are.
Stupid, man.
That they can get caught.
None of them can fool me.
Why didn't he pick another member of parliament from the opposition?
No, because of Dwayne Vaz, he want to talk about. For a long time, I'm not like Dwayne Vaz, because he's a supporter of George Wright.
Oh, so he liked the stool beating.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Them no like nothing good.
Okay.
Them no like nothing good. Anyway.
Oh, so the man beating the woman, beating his woman with the stool is okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Sorry, Judas.
yeah. But anyway, this is where I stop for tonight,
Yes, Auntie Jen.
Wanna
Yeah,
keep on
but see,
yourself
it's
safe,
late.
wanna keep on yourself warm, cover up and down a
Yes,
blanket,
thank you,
keep on the body at a certain temperature so none of freeze up they can make a miss you know.
No. All right, Auntie Jen, have a good night. Have a good rest of the week, guys.
Have a good night too. All the best.
All right.
And good
All the
night to
best.
everyone
Bye.
that stay on and be a part of the company tonight. I really enjoy your company and I want to tell you that I do love and appreciate you coming on. Con Henry, as usual, always been tapping up on TikTok for me. Have yourself a great night. This is where we stop for tonight. Until we meet again, I am your girl, Auntie Jen. Bye. Love you. All right, guys. G. Lewis, Nadi, everybody over YouTube. Big up on a nice, clean self. Again, keep on yourself warm. Right now, don't I feel chilly to me, dear. I'm going to know now fall. Me feel chilly right now. I'm going to come up under my blanket, you know, too. Have on yourself a great night. Until we meet again. Love you all. Bye. Good night.